One. Hey everyone, welcome to the Misfits of the Empire, brought to you by Nerds Cradle, Star Wars Legends of the Galaxy, and Characterz Cafe and Coffee Roasters. I just wanted to thank you all for tuning in, and we can't wait to really give you some fun entertainment today with our next role-playing adventure. Uh, like I said, my name is Nicholas. I'm going to be your game master today. And if everyone wants to kind of go around and introduce themselves quickly and their character, go right ahead. We'll start with Crystal.
Hi, my name is Crystal, and my character is Upchurch. He's a rough and tumble Ewok who is currently trying to get the attentions of his bodyguard. Well, she doesn't know she's his bodyguard yet, but that's a thing. He is stuck and wants to get back. Where to? I can't say.
All right, we'll introduce Edward next.
Hi there. I'm Edward Hightower, the people's friend. My character is Throckmorton, although it's spelled Throckmorton, which I kind of like better. That's loud. And yeah, he's a Jedi Master. Master, I hardly know him. That's what matters the most. And he struggles. He's witty, and yet occasionally so incredibly cynical and sarcastic. He is drawn toward the dark, and so he struggles. I think he is an inner werewolf. Whatever that would be, a space werewolf.
And then we're going to introduce Morgan next.
Morgan?
I'm Little Wolf. I'm a tiny guy with a big head, purple eyes. I'm an explorer. I'm a pest control guy.
The Fragosian Pest Control Man. And then Tabitha.
Yes, I'm Raska Valana. I'm a Twi'lek, and eventually I'm going to kill Throckmorton.
And he's going to mind trick you to make you think you did. And then last but not least, we have Lauren.
My character is Seth, and she's a badass. And she's just trying to be seen in the crime world and just continue being a badass and be well known, take all the good jobs. And she's stuck with the Ewok, unfortunately, for the moment. And yeah, she just doesn't let people talk to her or sass her in a way she doesn't like, and she's also an asshole.
I've got a wild idea that I actually plug in my laptop before it dies.
That's a great idea.
Did we get a link for Roll20 to join a game or anything?
There we go.
It's the same as last time.
So we're going to be running the Edge of the Empire Star Wars role-playing game by Fantasy Flight Games using their creative narrative story dice. So why don't we go ahead and get started. As a recap for people just tuning in, this is currently during the height of the Galactic Empire. The Rebel Alliance is just in its infancy trying to take on the Empire, and we find ourselves on the planet of Lamared out in the Outer Rim. Lamared is largely a water world with a few small continents and islands, and we are currently in the city of Barton's Landing. Barton's Landing is like a droid control ship from the Confederacy that has crash landed on the planet and been turned into a shadow port, kind of a city. So they completely converted this, and it acts as the landing area for anyone trying to head into the Outer Rim Ore Works mines on the planet. Our heroes last week kind of got shanghaied into working for a couple of individuals. They were forced into working for someone named Ranum the Glove Tiv. Ranum the Glove Tiv is an Arcanian, which is a very much humanoid with white hair. He basically is forcing our heroes to infiltrate the base operations of a vile Hutt who runs the criminal enterprises here on Barton's Landing. Furthermore, an individual known as the Shadow Broker who works for the Baron. He has gone ahead and hired or asked our heroes to comply and spy on both parties and report back to the Baron.
Can you explain the order between the broker, the baron, and the glove again?
Sure. So there's two separate organizations. The first organization is Random the Glove Tiv. Okay, Random the Glove Tiv, you've met his chief security lieutenant, a female Miralan known as the Valkyrie, which you guys did defeat. And you met his Rhodian enforcers. Then there is the Baron, who he is a second organization. He is operating a intelligence network in the underworld, and he sent his lieutenant, the Shadow Broker, which is a basilisk, a big guy with a big kind of grodel for the actual neck and 4 arms.
Personally, I trust the Baron a little bit more than I trust the glove, just gonna say. That's me. It's like the way that is.
I'm sorry, who are you again? I never, you never said your name.
I'm not sure if I should answer that.
Oh, that's not suspicious at all.
So, guys, we're going to take a quick break for 1 second here. Now that we've done that introduction, just so I may go ahead and make a quick fix here. All right, so give us 1 moment.
I believe
For some reason, everyone's camera is now gone.
Oh.
It's uploading.
Oh, it's.
That's what it looks like.
Should we rejoin Zoom?
No, you guys are all in Zoom right now. Just
Yeah,
all of
it's
a
just-
sudden, I'm not seeing everyone.
It looks like it's feeding right now.
Yeah, basically, I have the choice of be in frame or be able to see. Because this thing covers my account.
That's not it. That's it right there. Yeah, it's still doing a circle thing on Twitch.
There I am. Yeah, I'm not sure why it kind of just moved us all around.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Weird.
It's still uploading on my end.
Yeah, it just still says we'll be right back for me. Is it supposed to say that? Oh, it's probably supposed to.
Looks like it's trying to open.
I can help you with that.
Do we have more people on the repeat?
I haven't had any updates since what emails.
Does it show you the same thing? Did I do anything?
I mean, I have mine on chat only for the video, but
It doesn't matter.
For some reason, it just like super shrunk everyone down into like almost a pixel.
What?
That's very strange. I'll tell you right now. I think I'm moist. Like a spider. A moist spider. I'm just trying to trigger as many people as I can.
Even this one isn't showing her.
I don't like spiders.
Like even this isn't showing. Because like last time it had the game in it and the dice, and it's not. It seems it's
Well, because it's on this tab. If you go to the chat, it shows this. Ow.
It's only showing.
But nothing can roll, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so back to the Galaxy Twitch. It's still up.
I think it's the map.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Or it's
that's.
got like a.
Ratio.
So Zoom. Why does Zoom say removed? Oh, just try
I
this
don't
one.
want to data. So actually, I saw a horrible tattoo today. Dude actually had a fucking like Black Widow spider 3D tattooed on his face. You can like see shadows of the legs. It's incredibly well done, but it's like the center of it is on his nose. And it's like tattooed over his eyelids and stuff, and I'm like,
No yawning.
tattoos are awesome. I'm wondering if that was the best choice.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gone on your cat.
Yeah.
Like if your cow is gonna hold still, the baby cow is gonna hold still for you to tattoo it. Put it on the cat.
Like, where are you going with it?
Actually, to the future
Sometimes.
I'm milking it.
Oh.
It was an utterly foul attempt. I should probably keep up my jokes.
You're just getting in character, really. Being frustrated and angry and wanting to kill him.
No, because normal me would be coming up from the back.
True.
Laughing at him.
That's amazing, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a few times in the game where I'm like, oh, that she could have landed a stinger, but the best stinger was her just being like, "You're no, you guys just need to shut up."
Keep telling yourself that over there. It's fine, Crystal. I get you. I get what you see. Your ways.
My Ewok ways.
Ewok ways.
Ewok ways.
You know that the Miwok put a local type.
In a land far, far away, right here in the real world. Did you post a link?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the nerd Cradle,
But I don't know that because I'm an Ewok.
Hey, give the electronic version.
I'm the version that they made to sell stuffed animals.
Trying to also adjust all the things.
How do we look now, Nicholas?
What's that?
How do we look now?
How do you guys look now?
Yeah, are we still tiny pixelated, or are we?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you all fixed right now.
Okay, we believe in you. I believe in you. Ridiculous.
It's being weird.
I sacrificed the goat to you at the crossroads. It was a Capricorn, let's be clear. It wasn't actually. December 28th, Capricorn. Very, very workaholic. Problems. Crystal.
You seeing the same thing, Chris?
One thing about working at Sephora is it's like everyone
On
who
Twitch
works there
or
knew
on
all that shit,
Zoom?
and they assumed that
My
I knew
Twitch
all
is
that
still
shit, and I
going in
don't.
circles.
They'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm being such a burger right now," and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
My sister used to work at corporate.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Wow, this is your,
I don't know if that's different.
yes,
but-
we are. By the way, Nick, we're apparently live.
Yeah, I know.
That's great. There once was a man from Nantucket whose goat was from
You still tied up, by the way.
Rangoon and Phuket.
His mouth is his only defense.
My mouth, its mouth was defense. It did not vote Trump pants.
Where's
And its
bread?
panties were moist from the locket.
Wow.
That needs to be a kid's
Sourdough.
book. Like,
I knew a girl in college, our nickname for her was Sourdough Starter.
oh,
That was the yeast of her problems. She was real upper crust, if you know what I mean. Ah, ricotta, apparently Noah.
So I'm just having a hard time getting Lauren's to actually work right. For some reason.
Lauren, you're so dainty. Not as dainty as me.
That's probably true.
Lauren, you broke the camera.
You do.
Ask me a question about musical theater, I can answer it.
I don't even know enough to ask you a question about musical theater.
Just pick one off. I can answer it.
oh my god, that needs to be character.
Oh my god, you
Edward,
guys.
we need you closer. Like, we need your camera. Just pull the.
Oh, I'll pull it closer to me.
Because we're getting way too much of the bullshit back there.
Alright, alright. Fancy times in Panty Town.
Do you want me to pull this?
No, I'm good, I'm good. Look, it's magical times of the delicious juice that I keep in my face. What is that? Is that better?
What kind of juice do you keep in your basement?
The delicious kind. Whoa, what is that?
Alright, I'm just gonna delete Lauren and add her from scratch because I'm having trouble with hers.
I haven't learned from scratch.
She's disappearing.
Bye, Lauren.
She's
been banned.
Oh, God. What's happening? Oh, there's too many of them at the same time.
All the
Lauren doesn't exist, Marty.
Meanwhile, I'll
What a
happily answer
reality
any
for-
questions if Alondra or anyone else has questions.
Yeah, we do a Q&A.
Q&A. Let's fill
We
some
have
time with the
questions?
Q&A. I can't see the questions. They're over there on his computer.
Okay, let's hear
So the
'em.
rest of us have mounts. That
You've
could
got
be
a
used.
mount, do you?
You mount.
What's that mouth do? 3 questions.
I'm
Okay.
just shading you here now.
Well then. Anything yet?
Yep, Lauren is back on camera.
Yay.
Finally, Lauren.
Come on.
Waiting on Lauren
Oh,
again.
now it's right up.
Alrighty. So let me go back to studio mode.
Well, delay.
Oh, it's just a delay.
Yeah, remember Twitch has a delay.
Alright, so we're live. We're ready to go.
Rude.
Want to change the life of a man? I could do that.
Alright, so like I said, you guys are you just got done being met by Random the Glove Tiv, who offered you drinks and food and gave you orders to infiltrate this Hut's gang. If you guys remember, Rathka does have some minor contacts with the members of the Hut's gang. Otherwise, you guys have no leads on how to join this hut's group. It's not like a matter of just walking in and getting before the hut. You have to kind of work your way up.
I believe in Raft of Alana. 100%.
I also believe in Dr. Valana and Invisible Seth, if she's still on there.
Oh, yes, she was there.
Is Chef still missing?
I punched the camera.
Got violent right away.
Go to.
It gave me some sass, and now I just have to teach a lesson.
And it's learned.
So yeah.
I'm giving you a
I
lot.
I took a picture when it said viewing 69 the first time we did this.
Really?
Just FYI, I thought it was funny.
The other thing that, if you guys remember, the Baron
Oh, yeah.
wanted Throck Mortoon as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did the veteran want with me, if you'll refresh my memory?
Nobody knows.
Nobody. I'm sorry, he wants me. He wants me, but
Yes.
nobody knows that I'm that guy.
I'm seeing all six
you're
of us
way
in
from-
now, but I'm like way delayed.
Now,
from
now
behind.
everybody's in.
Yeah, everybody's in there. It's just we're just.
So where are we right now, Nicholas?
You guys are basically in just some kind of rundown area of the starport where there's like some kind of a warehouse full of large shipping containers. Not much traffic over here. It's mainly just kind of a storage facility.
And what is the order of business, oh master of the game?
The order of business is just infiltrate the hut's group, work your way up into the hut's court, and then start passing intelligence to Random the Glove Tiv. And
So, go ahead.
And the secondary objective is turn Throckmorton over to the Baron.
But that's not going to happen because they don't know who I am.
We also have
That's our primary concern.
We also have
But also, Throck, you don't know they're trying to turn you over, so there's no reason why you wouldn't introduce yourself.
It's true, but nobody's asked.
We haven't asked.
Also, I'm still tied up.
You're still tied
Yeah.
up?
You are
Yeah.
still cuffed, that is correct.
I'm tough. I would just like to say, before we go and talk to the nice hot people, could I talk for a moment about how
No.
delightful Raptor Valana is
No.
and how I believe in you no matter what? And did you have an idea about how we should proceed about meeting these hut people?
Oh, did you need my help?
Oh, yes, exactly.
Did you need me to introduce you to someone, perhaps?
If you know somebody, I think we should definitely rely on your expertise.
Well,
Do you
why
have a
should I
connection?
help you?
Well, it's not me you're helping, it's us because we've been asked by the glove to go and do this.
Say, guys, our screen just completely messed up again. If you actually look at the live Twitch streams, we all just suddenly moved around.
I think it's lagging because it looks good now for me.
Well, on my stream in OBS, it is completely...
Just move now.
Oh, yeah.
You're Seth, Nicholas.
Yeah, I see that. So I'm going to put us on Be Right Back, and I'm going to fix it again.
We
Alright.
love technology.
It makes life so much easier.
I have a similar problem.
To you now.
A simple injection cleared it.
Sorry about that technical glitch. I will try to continue to monitor of why it keeps moving us around on the screen, but like I said before, you guys are in the kind of container warehouse near the starport. It's a quiet kind of, it's after hours, so the actual warehouse is currently closed down, and nobody is around at this hour. Oh, did we just lose somebody?
I'm coming right back.
Morgan just left, and that just screwed up our display again, so we'll be right back.
This time's
I
the
do
charm.
wish I was
All right, hopefully people will stop logging out and we'll be able to continue the show.
Amen for that. So,
But-
you were telling us where we are.
In a container warehouse, after hours, it's quiet, it's closed, it's nighttime, and yeah.
Why is their friend still tied up?
He's not my friend.
He's more of a captain.
So,
I love it.
I got the impression from what Rafka Volana was saying that you have some sort of information or context about the hut.
So,
Plural.
who's it now?
Is that true?
I've done some work for them. Yeah.
If I understand you correctly, you're saying that you've done some work for them. Is that correct?
That's what I said. Yeah.
I support you utterly in this, and I want you to know that I believe you no matter what.
Does that equal money?
Yes, of course it does. Well, we'll get paid by someone else, obviously. But everything would be more helpful if somebody would please.
Are you saying?
Why is their friend still tied up again? I don't understand.
It's at the we'll be right back.
He's
Trying to ask.
He's
So why are you even cuffed in the first place, man? Because that seems a little shifty if,
Is it
Thank you.
we're not, right?
That's not a question I can answer. All I know is that when they came for me, they attacked me. I tried to fight back. They put a bag over my head and they caught me, probably because I fought back so incredibly well.
so you're not cuffed. You're not cuffed. You're not cuffed. I'm not cuffed. And buddy, you're cuffed.
They cuffed you, so you couldn't have fought back that well.
Yeah, I killed the guys who went after me, so you couldn't have been doing that great of a job.
I watched her.
Just
You're
saying.
right. You're right. I did not do a great job, and yet they cuffed me. You're absolutely right.
Suddenly, you
why
guys
everything
hear
else?
a large warehouse door slide open.
Ooh, is it a roll door going up or a barn door going side to side?
Side to side.
That's great. I like the architecture. Ooh.
What is it,
So
And you
we're
guys
door
hear
open.
somebody entering the warehouse.
Somebody's entering the warehouse.
I take a step behind Seth.
Oh,
Like, okay.
step behind.
I'll just get the little power pose.
Looks like
A Wonder
someone
Woman.
knows who the protector is.
I affect a nonchalant stance, leaning against the container closest to us, trying to hide the fact that I'm still cuffed, which hasn't failed.
I think it's going to say that.
Well, each of you has an opportunity to real quickly try to hide before the person sees you. You could either like stealth to go ahead and try to hide under a container. You could do a cool check to kind of just act like you belong in there. You could do a athletics check to like climb on top of a container. You can do let's see here. Yeah, just one of those skills, basically, to try and blend in, hide, or something. You could just flat out jump in and attack them, whoever's walking in.
I'd like to do an athletics check to see if I can climb a container.
Oh, give it away.
Athletics check.
Let's see those legs in action.
Little Ewok trying to. I go behind Seth and I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna climb. I gotta get a better advantage point. And I'm climbing
All right.
based on my roll.
So our Ewok goes ahead and climb. Oops, sorry. I have Game Master dice turned on.
I'll take it.
Bear with me here.
My legs are just running. I'm going to the container and I'm like, I'm up here. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna get up. Just that sound came in there.
Don't feed her after midnight.
I like want to run. I want to run past Throck, and I'm like going to contemplate cutting him loose, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna try to
Use your little Teddy Ruxpin down there.
All right. So you guys watch the little bear jump and slam against the side of the container and just slide down.
Stupid.
Who else wants to do something? I
I'm gonna
mean, it's very much a Scooby-Doo thing, jumping up and then just.
That's hard to see.
Ooh, I'm rubbing my Ewoky face in my booty.
You're
Eecha,
rubbing your
eecha.
face in your boot.
At the same time, we don't have pink eye where I'm from, so we're fine.
So,
You seem to shed it off.
so Lauren, what do you want to do?
You haven't solved
So
one.
can we use that as a distraction so then I'll hide?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys can do stealth checks. I just need to know what skill people want to try to complete so I can roll the skill for them appropriately.
Well, I'm gonna watch the little bear thing hit the wall and assume that whoever is coming out of the doors is gonna look where the noise is and go the other way.
All right. So we're going to have you then go ahead and do a stealth check to try and hide the other direction.
I'm making lots of noise, by the way. I'm a noisy Ewok.
I'm going to give you a boost die because of a noisy Ewok. And you succeed, Tabitha, you succeed with 5 advantage. Your 5 advantage means you get a major boost. You can, like, for example, with 3 of the advantage, give somebody in the party a free maneuver to help stealth away with you. That way they don't need to make a check. Or you could spend it in some other way. Like, you could grab the Ewok, giving them a free maneuver to run away with you.
I'm right now making lots of noise. I'm probably helping everybody else by just making lots of noise.
What would you like to do with your advantage?
Can I wait to see who doesn't successfully hide?
I mean, it's a matter of, like, you can pass a boost to the next player character. You could give someone a free maneuver. You could add a story thing where, like, somebody else comes in and calls to the person who's walking in the warehouse, giving you guys more time to escape, or what?
I've got a sack of nuts.
So I give my advantage to the group Can I just?
You just
get
name
her?
one person in the group you want to give it to.
All right, I give it to Littlewood.
I take it to the
All right. So Littlewood, what do you want to do?
I would like to. What are my options?
You want to what?
What are my options?
Stealth or cool?
You could do athletics to crawl on top of a container. You could do stealth to try and sneak away. You could do cool to kind of just blend in and act like you belong there.
I want to act like I belong.
All right, so you're going to blend in like you belong there.
Just a critter,
Cockroaches.
I appreciate it, bro.
You fail with 3 advantage.
Oh.
So right away, the person who is walking over does see you just kind of standing there. With 3 advantages, I will give you the chance to try to deceive them on why you're there as a local exterminator.
You get to deceive them?
Oh,
It's good at try.
So yeah, so he kind of comes walking up to you. Hey, what are you doing there?
I'm just,
Before we get to that, though, we're going to check with what everyone else is doing to get away. So, Lauren, what are you doing?
I'm standing there. I think I belong there.
Okay, so we're going to give you a cool check as well, Lauren. I'm going to give you a setback because Littlewood did fail, but I will give you a boost because he had a bunch of advantage. And let's see here.
Yeah,
And you also failed, Seth, as far as blending in.
I figured.
And Throckmorton, what are you doing?
I'd like to stealth. I'd like to hide. My fucking hands are still cupped. I can't move.
You will get a setback because your hands are still bound.
They certainly are. That's a great setback.
You just
And yet, I fully support all of the females in the group. I listen to them, and I share their ideas with the group completely. And yet
So-
they
probably closes if my car.
So right away, you did fail with threat, Throckmorton, as you more or less trip. You turn to try and stealth away and plow right into a shelving unit and knock a bunch of things over, which makes you trip and fall. And now the person walks up to Morgan. He sees everybody with the exception of Rathka is the only one to have gotten away. And everyone else is just kind of there, splattered against walls, falling on their knees, standing there and looking very suspicious.
He walks hurt and laughing.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to give you guys jobs. Like,
No, you're supposed to help us with the job we were all given.
and what if I succeed and they
So
don't?
this guy walks up to Littlewood, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" He's looking at everyone that failed, and is like, "You're not supposed to be here."
I'm doing Jedi yoga.
So it's a big, fat, kind of a human male who looks like a dock worker of some type.
It's my mom.
I was gonna say, what are you doing here?
I work here.
Cool, well, I work here too.
Do you have a key to these cuffs,
He's like,
Mr. Duckworker?
No, he does not.
he's like,
Could you maybe uncuff me, Mr. Duckworker?
It's so subtle.
he's like, uncuff you. I'm gonna cuff all of you if I had cuffs.
Ooh, dirty,
I'd
dirty
love to see you
Duckworker.
try.
Little lady, he says, while standing shorter than you.
Let the
If
lady.
you call me that again, I'm gonna clock you.
Let the lady. Don't wait for us to call you that again. Clock him now. He
He's
deserves
like,
it.
"Hey,
Look at him.
you, watch it," he says to Throckmorton.
What did he say to me?
Watch it.
Watch what, you little pecker? Look at you. You're shorter than her and you're trying to talk shite to her. Feck yourself in the pie hole.
He's like, "I will call Outer Rim Ore Works, and they're gonna actually send you all into the lake."
Could someone please
I'm
uncuff
just
me?
gonna bonk him like on the back of the neck.
All right.
Like a
So we're gonna roll initiative. You guys are gonna get a cool check against his vigilance because he was not expecting you to attack.
Elbow. I'm just gonna try and elbow him back
All right.
to the anime thing like bomb.
So let me grab your initiative, Seth. Give me 1 second here.
What? Talk shit, get hit.
That's a winning shirt right there.
I get my character art.
All right. So Seth, you go ahead and try to do a. You try to smack him.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
May I go to the bathroom, please?
I already did.
But he catches your fist.
Rude.
So he's going to go first.
You're touching him with a pet.
Touching me with his gross hand. He started it by sassing me.
What are you, 12?
The Ewok's getting up.
100 years old.
And, he's
And
going.
he goes ahead and smacks you, Lauren, for 6 damage.
Well, I soak it. So you should.
Yes, you do. So yeah, he just hits you and he's like, ah, with his hand as he just smacks right into you.
Told you.
Get to act.
So where are we on initiative?
Yeah.
It's Lauren's initiative. I only entered Lauren into it, but anyone else can join if they want.
I would like to. The Ewok goes and tries to defend by grabbing a leg. Just like that.
All right, so the Ewok starts biting an ankle.
Yes.
I do Jedi defensive foot yoga. I do defensive foot yoga, and I kick him with my feet while on my back on the ground. I kick him in his dog worker testicles.
When did you get on the ground?
I fell down. What do you know?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
You made the joke about it.
like a back kick?
It's
How
like
are
it's
you,
like I'm on my back and
are
I'm
you
like boom, boom, boom.
So you're like.
All right, Crystal,
So,
Like
yes.
this.
you basically jump. Give me a brawl attack as you basically start eating or biting the guy's ankles.
Yes.
I mean, you could.
I just start tearing
I
flesh.
kick him in his jumblies.
I can't pull a D20.
I kick him in the deck.
Crystal,
And
you basically do about, let's see here. You do about 3 damage to him, which he just soaks completely.
Who does the three
Does it
damage?
distract him enough for the kick from the person over there in the handcuffs?
Yeah, let me, I'll give you a boost die, but also a setback because you rolled 3 threat.
This is a injustice.
A gin justice.
But your mouth is full, so it's like.
I'm like,
It's like you're gagging on something.
I'm telling Seth to run.
Do I get
She's
the
not.
Oh,
She's not
oh,
gonna get
oh,
her.
Do I get the skull?
All right, Throck tries to actually kick the person and misses completely.
What?
Throck kicks and misses him completely, but you have 3 advantage, which makes him try to dodge your attack and fall prone himself.
Not if you were on
He's
top.
falling down. He dodged my dainty feet and he's falling down like the great fact that he is. So he's prone.
Alright, yeah.
Yes. And the only person that knows anything about the huts is sneaking away.
Listen, could I, Rathka Valana, I know that you're sneaking away. Maybe, since he's knocked down, you could kick his ass a little bit, and then we could sneak away with you.
She's already taken off. You got to find her.
We gotta find her?
Yeah, she disappeared. She succeeded. Unless she's
Alright.
going to... You can start yelling that across the warehouse if you want. And Littlewood, what are you going to do? You can just take off after Rathka and just kind of get away now that the guy's on the ground.
I'm going to follow that.
All right. And Rathka, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go lay low and try and contact some of my contacts to get going on this job that we're supposed to do.
All right, so Rathka's going to go and do the job. Top of the order, the dock worker goes and gets back up. And he's going to go ahead and attack the Ewok, biting his leg.
That's what that little pecker deserves.
Can I try climbing him?
Yes, you can. He is trying to actually get you off of his leg and fails to get you off his leg.
I'm climbing his leg, and I'm looking at it, and I'm trying
But
to.
I can just see this little Ewok going.
He's a
going
big
up
guy.
him.
He's a big guy, so I'm climbing and I'm going for his face, but I'm also masking his face. So he's got obstructed view. I'm trying to attack. Little melee.
All right, so we'll let
Do you do that noise?
Apchurich go ahead and try and bite his nose off. Do you want to aim or anything?
I would like to aim for his nose. So I did.
Yeah, that's gonna,
Do you want to take 2 strain and aim twice?
Yes, that sounds brilliant.
vital organ?
Because
Because why not, right?
I've got that working for me.
Oh yes, you are.
I am, but I don't think
You
it's
have
smart.
time
I don't
to-
want to make it.
Well, we don't know that.
I just want to attack him.
I do feel a bit of it.
I'm like, I don't want him.
Right. I don't know. what I should have said.
He's in our way, and I need to get. But what if he has information? I'd rather just eat him. It's a thing.
She just wants to eat his heart. Admit it.
I just,
Wow.
You sure?
No,
Wow,
when you say
wow.
when you say wow like that, that's never a good thing.
Wow.
What's the wow, Nicholas?
Nicholas, what was the wow?
She failed.
Oh yeah, that's
With-
exactly it. I take the train twice for nothing.
Ah!
But did I have any advantages?
12?
Like school.
Wait, I have 12 advantages?
Yeah, I don't know why you have so many.
Because I'm just like that. I'm
Nope,
a
I
badass.
figured it out. I gotta fix
Reroll.
it here. Yeah, there was.
Roll.
Yeah.
There's never been the advantage you see a little tiny.
Listen here, sir, over there. I will just. I would unlock you, but I have free pause.
All right, so now you succeed. Wait, there's something still wrong here. Hang on.
That's probably.
Why are you getting so many? Oh, you're. For some reason, it keeps giving you like 9 advantage, Crystal.
That's okay.
Listen,
I
because we
don't
gave
think
me
she's
2
helping.
extra aims there, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, but that should have given you 2, not 9. There we
Yeah,
go.
but- yeah.
Success with 3 advantage, Crystal.
Look at that! Look at that! That was so worth it in life.
As you go ahead and bite the guy's nose.
Make the noise. Okay, not that noise, the other noise.
You guys watch her bite the person's nose right off. And
Gross.
blood is spraying everywhere.
Was it like Monty Python?
Very much a Monty.
Is it getting on our clothing?
And he's like, ah.
Very much Monty Python.
There's blood in my eyes, and I can't wipe them.
And can I headbutt him as I'm like biting his
You
nose?
can next round. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I bit his nose off. I spit it out.
Actually,
And
with 3 advantage, yeah, you can headbutt him too.
Oh, yes, the 3 advantage. I can headbutt him while I'm holding on to his ears and just really hard, just thoroughly pull at him.
Thoroughly mothered and
All right. So what's everyone else going to do watching this bear sit on top of him and just start eating his face?
I love watching a bear sit on top
Just-
of another man.
Well, this is spectacular.
Watch with just amazed.
All right. Anyone else going to do anything? Or are they just going to watch and marvel while Crystal eats him?
Look, I don't want to get in the way of the teeth, so I'm just gonna let this go.
I must admit, there's some lust to these days. I don't normally meet other people.
All right. Well, in that case, this guy is going to go again as he tries to attack Crystal. I'm going to give him setback because there's blood everywhere in his face, and a second setback because of all of Crystal's advantage.
Ears.
And he tries to attack and misses Crystal as he's just kind of fighting her off. Crystal, you just going to continue to eat him?
I'm going to do this like thing where I wrap around behind him, and I'm now behind his head, and I'm going to thrust my body to throw him down on the ground. Like my goal is to get him on the ground.
He already is on the ground.
Oh,
He
he
fell,
is on the
yeah,
ground?
he fell prone when Throck kicked him.
Yeah, I kicked him
Oh
down.
yeah, so I've
But
got
he
to
got
throw him. Oh yeah.
You literally have been on top of him while he's lying on the ground, just eating him.
Oh yeah, so I want to thoroughly. So on this attack, I'm gonna.
Use your
Now,
words, Shelby.
smushing his head into the ground.
All right. Well, Crystal, you continue to do that until he's dead.
Yay!
Stay away from the little bear.
He's dead.
Don't
So now what do I get to do something, right?
Now you see this bear get up covered in this person's blood. That just was a random dock worker showing up for his shift at work.
He was a dick, to be fair.
You're
Saying,
not
just-
wrong.
I'm like, and he's clothed, and so it looks like I'm trying to go for his chain. Like it looks like I'm looking for something. And do I find anything? I don't care what I find.
I mean, you find this guy's ID badge and his wallet with photos of his wife and children.
I throw it
You throw
towards
it.
Seth. I throw it towards Seth because I don't care about any of that.
Are there
throw
any
it.
coupons?
I look for money.
There
Throw it
are
all.
coupons, yes, for a local cantina.
The local
Don't
cantina.
If you're asking for that, I will give it to you.
Then
You
I-
are most welcome to the inquiry. I have found some coupons to the local cantina where we can get beer.
I'm listening to his chest and like just covered in blood, and I'm just listening.
The heart is no longer beating.
Yeah, no, I'm just listening because I'm trying to figure out if he's smart or not.
Gotcha. Well, while this is going on, you guys are standing over his dead body, and Throckmorton is chasing, Rathka as she is headed for her contacts.
So, Rafka, you notice I'm chasing. It's because I believe you. I'm right here behind you, running along on the two long-legged beastie feet. And I want you to know I believe in you 100%. I support you in everything you do. And because of this, I'm hoping that we can come to some sort of understanding vis-a-vis the fact that my hands are still bound at this time. Could you please assist me with this?
The shock coming off is a
Yeah,
bit
at
of
this
a
point,
shock.
you guys are walking through the city streets.
Or not me.
If I untie you,
Yes.
will you shut us and at least attempt to blend in?
It will be so much easier to blend in when my hands are not bound behind my back. Yes, mistress.
Put this cloak on. You're not a wizard.
Ah, you're right. I'm not a space wizard.
Oh, we.
Fine, I untie him.
All right.
Oh my.
Do you actually have the keys to his stun cuffs? I do not believe you do. So it's not a matter of tying. He's actually
else.
bound until you guys figure out how to remove these cuffs.
I want to be...
There's nothing in my smuggling thievery history. that
You
tells
can
me-
actually try to pick the lock, yes, with a skullduggery check.
Yeah, can I do that?
Please don't.
All right.
Shit, my canery. Tom, my foolery. No, my goodery.
The deal with you would shut up.
Well, I'm not unbound yet, beautiful lady.
How's that roll going?
I'm enjoying the role playing.
Oh
Whenever it appears. Failure with 4 advantage. So you realize real quick, Rathka, that you're not going to get these cuffs off. In fact, as soon as you start to, you actually notice Throckmorton starts getting electrocuted.
What? That's shocking.
So I keep doing it.
And, however, with 4 advantage, you are familiar with a guy who could probably do it. You just have to take it to him. And luckily for you, this also is one of your contacts.
Are these disposable contacts or are they long-term wear?
All right, put on this cloak so it'll hide your bound hands, and we'll go see my contacts who can unlock this. I can't do it myself.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way over to where the contact is. The other three of you, you realize none of you have a comm channel for either of the other two, and you have no idea where they went.
I don't care. Personally. I've just been going through the stuff that Afterch tossed to me.
And I'm talking to Littlewood, and I'm
Well, I also gave this one a fist bump for eating that guy. I thought that was pretty dope.
You are starting to hear other dock workers starting to arrive, and you're standing over their foreman's dead body.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. Pumpkin.
he had an accident.
If I hear footsteps, I'm gonna be like, all right, we should probably go.
Can we hear the footsteps? Can we hear them coming?
Yes.
Okay, so we start walking out.
Away from
You need to stealth out because they're coming in at the entrance.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. So we get to roll.
Well, I
Who's
can
ready to roll?
certainly try.
There's no
That's how I roll.
I have.
It's gonna be about as successful as what I last tried.
Someone could get hurt.
I'm going to upgrade you guys because, you know, there's a dead body which you guys have just kind of left there on the floor.
Yeah. So distraction.
You.
This should have been disposed of.
Seth successfully stealths out.
Okay.
Littlewood, I'm going to add a setback because Seth had 2 threat.
Yikes. All right.
Steph's making noises. He's leaving.
I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so good.
Littlewood, they notice you, and with 4 advantage, though, you get out as they notice you, though, which means you can now be connected to this crime.
It's not like you stand out or anything.
I know.
I
Understand.
It's true.
am but a humble pest control man. Are they believing it or no?
Give me a moment here. I'm going to also roll for Crystal. Crystal gets away. So, yeah, so Littlewood, they basically are calling after you, and you can try to lie to them that you are chasing a pest, and like you said, and it killed the person. I mean, after all,
no.
you don't have any blood on you.
Pesticides sometimes have collateral damage.
Like phosphate.
But the company can reimburse for any lost wages that employee may have. Well, we can also give you a new person. It won't be the same person. It'll be a carbon-based life form, and he can take care of the labor as far as the man's family goes. Perhaps we can offer them a discount for pest control.
I kind of get this feeling he's just like digging himself deeper and deeper with all this. Oh yeah, I can get you a new person, and yeah. It doesn't sound convincing. It sounds very suspicious.
I get bad at lying when I haven't had beer.
I can see that. So you are trying to talk your way out of this mess, and they don't believe you.
Okay.
Can the Ewok make a noise or some distraction from the outside as a distraction for them?
Yeah, I mean, both the
You can
Ewok
try to
and
do it.
Seth have escaped. If you want to give away your position, you can come out with a distraction as this creature covered in blood.
Can I is there stuff that I can make a noise? Like throw a rock or something to the other side of the entrance?
Like a chupacabra.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's asking Just scream and whistle and run away.
Yeah.
How far can this little arm see?
They're like furry hobbits. They're very good at that.
You got hot?
Have a
little one?
slingshot.
That's true. They're not slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
They live in our rented
They've
worlds.
almost exclusively dealt with rocks.
Yeah, true.
They're quite
I-
good with them.
Yeah, I
Don't
know
be
rocks.
fooled by the rocks that they got. They still Ewok from the block.
I mean, yeah, I will allow basically your distraction by just rolling a single boost die, which we could add to his result to see
Okay.
if it would have resulted in a success, as he's rambling about some creature, and it rolled a blank, so it did not help him at all. And yeah, so Morgan, they want to take you into custody and hold you while someone's calling for the local marshal.
They're calling the marshal on humble Littlewood. I swear it.
I
I am but a humble pest control. I was trying to rid the shafts in the warehouse
Saying that the
of
shot.
little silverfish,
That's not what
and there was a dead man. That doesn't line up with my previous line, but but if you give me some beer, I can tell you the whereabouts of all my companions,
Good luck.
and
don't tell the whereabouts.
and I can also give you a discount for pest control service.
So the marshal is listening to this, that you're a pest control person, that you're chasing some kind of a creature, and he's looking at how this person died, and it looks like they were mauled by a creature that was eating them. And since you have no blood covered in you, it definitely would cover you in blood, so he decides to release you.
Oh my!
After
He doesn't find me a threat. That's
he kept you for several hours, but eventually he does release your character.
I'm pleased with the release, but that's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours.
And prior to that, it was many hours of hiding and running around, and that's about 10 hours of no beer. I really need beer because I'm feeling very lightheaded. I like losing. I like alcohol. I can feel the pain in my droid joints, Cooper, and my eyes are starting to fade. My vision is going, and I need beer.
So right now, we actually are broken into 3 groups. Littlewood is by himself, Throckmorton and Rathka are together, and then Apchurich and Seth are together. And nobody has each other's contact information.
Oh no!
We didn't
But-
exchange Snapchat codes.
You did not
We
exchange
know, though, that he
Snapchat
was
codes.
taken. Right?
We're
Because
just, we're just
we-
going with the.
no, but we escaped, but we knew that there were people coming, right? So would we have known that the authorities took him?
Yes, which means the 2 of you could have waited outside for him to get released, but you don't know if he ever would get released. I mean, you
Can
are
I go
completely
bathe?
covered in blood.
I need to go bathe, or else the evidence is going to be obvious. I gotta go. I'm gonna find some water. I'm gonna ask you to stay where you are. You might listen, might help me. I need to bathe. If they see me like this, they're gonna think it was you. I need to go bathe.
Why would they think it was me?
Because I
Anybody.
look like a dog, and they could have thought I was your attack dog. It's a thing.
She's playing
Fair.
the scrappy glue of our boots.
All I'm saying is you may want to get cleaned up, Crystal.
Okay, so can I find water somewhere?
You are on a water world on a starport that is half submerged in water.
I'm just kidding. I just water myself. I'm like,
Water
I'm like, woo.
All right,
It's like
so you
a beautiful,
basically
like slow scene with
Flash
Ewok
dance.
getting all like super skinny because it's all wet. It's like,
Oh
like,
God.
it's like all of its like girth went away, and you can
Pomeranian.
see my scars.
all
My
right.
scars become very visible.
All the good
Depending on
boots
where Seth is, she can see them or not see them. But I have lots of scars.
All right. And
I'm
how
like-
do you guys all plan on getting caught up again, out of curiosity? Or don't you have plans to meet up again?
I don't know where they went.
I mean, we should meet up again, but right now I'm. Well, we're trying to go find the person she knows.
All right.
Trying.
So Rafka and Throckmorton, you guys do arrive at your contact's location.
This is lockpicker.
What's that?
This contact is a lockpicker.
He's, amongst other things, he actually works for the hut.
Can I ask, is this all happening? So, Littlewood's been detained for a little while. So is this moments after his detainment, or?
This is after his detainment, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So time's passed. They were walking. We're
Right.
walking. Okay.
It took us as
So-
long to get there as it took him to no longer be detained.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tabitha and Throckmorton, you guys are actually in some kind of seedy cantina, and it's, over in one of the booths, you see this guy. He's sitting there with his leg up on the actual booth, sitting here talking, drinking a liquid. He's a human with a single cybernetic arm, and he looks like Bronn from Game of Thrones.
So.
And he's just there, well, well, well. Or he's like, is that you, little bud?
I have a favor.
Of course you do. You always have favors.
Not
Go
like
on
I
with
don't
it.
do it for you.
What's your
That-
favor request, my dear?
He's got a bit of a problem, and I think you can fix it.
I see.
Show him your hands.
Oh.
I turn around and show him the fact that I'm bound behind my back with the shocky cuffs of ouchie ouchie.
Yeah, that does look like a little bit of problem, but how is it my problem?
Ravka. I believe in you.
You said you had a job for me, and I'm willing to do it if you'll do this.
So, little bird, you're finally winning. We're willing to join the organization, huh? I will go ahead and free your man under one condition. You prove yourselves by heading out into the forest. I want to see how good you are at hunting some of the local people.
People? We're hunting people?
They're the native species that many consider hostile on this planet. They are a sentient species, yes, but they attack the city all the time, and they're like savages.
Are they cannibalistic or evil or something?
What's the mission?
You guess you're gonna have to find out. So I want to see if you guys are even capable of actually being working for our organization. We don't just take any riffraff. I need to make sure you're able to go ahead and handle things and handle yourself. And I want you to do that by bringing me back 3 of the local creatures.
Alive or dead?
Dead, obviously.
3 dead
Just their
locals.
heads or the whole bodies.
The master wants to have decent trophies. Hands make good ashtrays. The heads make great placards for the wall.
Yeah, whole bodies.
Lampshades out the skin. Yeah, that's a good approach. I'm willing. I'm willing
So
to.
you're gonna untie him or what? As soon as you untie him, he shuts up. That's the deal.
Ish.
That is actually a good trade. I would actually be willing to get rid of that. What is he, drunk? He tells you as he's going and trying to remove his cuffs.
No, I'm pretty sure he's just like that all the time.
It's not that I'm drunk. It's just that I'm garrulous, friendly, and very willing to follow a woman's lead because of my eternal respect and admiration for her obvious prowess.
Obvious.
All right, so he triumphantly removes your cuffs. And he actually manages to remove the cuffs in a way that they are still functionable, and he hands them back to you. So that way you can have them as equipment.
To me.
Yes.
That's great.
So you gain stun
Thank you
cuffs.
very much, sir.
Now, go ahead and make worth of yourselves and bring the master back some trophies.
And to be clear, that's 3 dead locals.
You are correct.
Shut up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, mistress.
We'll be back when we have the trophy.
Is this any forest locally or a specific forest?
I would imagine specifically.
So this is going to be the local native species of the planet. I'm looking up their name real quick for you because it is an obscure species. They're called Menahuns. Menahhuns. Menahuns. And I will go ahead and put up a photo of them here in just one moment here. That way you guys can see what a Menahun looks like.
Many.
I would, of course, be intimately familiar seeing as I grew up on this planet.
Yeah, you'd be familiar with what the Menahuns do look like. So bear with me here. I'm going to add the Menahun in right now.
You seem very familiar.
We're not really at the point in our relationship where I'm sharing personal information.
It's more professional. If you grew up locally, perhaps you have a better chance of finding them than I would. So I'm just saying, if you know.
You're welcome to try and find them on your own.
No, not at all. My point is that I think you can find them.
Well, you're right.
That's why I will happily follow you.
And Seth and I are still stumbling around town.
Correct. You guys are still stumbling around town.
Can we head towards a cantina of sorts? Because, Seth wants to look for trouble.
Yeah,
Yes,
and that's
you
where
can.
Scum and Villainy are. And I know that she's got connections to the hut, so I do actually want to find her.
All right, bear with me here.
Sparing. I want
I don't know if you like her or anything.
I just figure I should throw up on the screen what a Menahun looks like.
I want to be friends with her.
Oh, they're great.
There's a great love triangle. The evil love.
Apologize.
Want to build your fortress of power. It's a thing. Kill the tiny Wookiee. No killing tiny Wookiee. Tiny Wookiee's good.
Doesn't eat me.
No, the tiny Wookiee's in debt to you.
For now.
For now.
Oh.
It just sounds more like a horror line.
That's what it is.
It's a thing.
You want to do my Candy Crush? You want to be my Candy Crush?
Not nearly sweet enough.
Oh, some candy's bitter. I'll talk on the tongue.
I'm very sour.
I wouldn't mind that. I like it. Sauerkraut.
I like sauerkraut.
Ooh. Crunchy, tangy,
And pickled.
good for the shitter.
See, it's good to put the actors next to each other. It was a really good decision.
Tangy, crunchy, and pickled.
All right, so that's what a Menahun looks like there on the screen.
Ah.
I don't.
I know
It's gonna load.
Like streams.
Probably the stream screen.
And for some reason now I don't see any of you. There we go. All right, but that's what a Menahoon looks like
Where?
on the Twitch stream. If you look at the Twitch stream.
Okay. So far, I see black screens. I'm awaiting the creature in question.
We don't see it.
So good.
I imagine.
We're all on the same Wi-Fi. So.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe that's what I can see is get a hotspot. That way it's separate from everybody else.
So can you guys see it?
Just
No.
us.
I don't know.
Not
That's my.
Can anyone else see it? Nope.
I like a hard yes, but it's. Stop it. Stop it, Seth.
I also don't see faces. I just see black screens. You know, Nicholas, you could Facebook message me the image, and then I could show the group.
Sure, I just wanted to show it for the audience as well, but I can do that.
Can anyone in the audience see it? Oh,
No.
No.
Our spectators.
But that's where I think we're going to end it for the day, is where you guys now have a mission for one of the crime bosses, and then everyone needs to find each other.
Family Unbound.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. And like I said, sorry it's a short game. Like I said, I'm pretty sick, so I, wanted to give you guys something, but
Rock is finally unbound. That's the important thing.
the most important thing.
Very true. As
This is
opposed
gonna
to
get
just being
a little weird. I've just been used to him walking around.
with his
Charm.
yeah.
You've been used to him being cuffed?
You now with
I mean,
his
block
hands.
with hands. That's gonna be dangerous. Don't let him anywhere near a flashlight.
He doesn't have a danger flash.
Yeah, don't let him
Dangerous
near the danger
sexy.
flashlight. I don't recommend it.
I can do a lot with my hands. I don't need my flashlight. All my flashlights.
Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in to the live stream of our game.